We're going to go through and just stretch back. You know, it doesn't have to touch the wrist, but it's a good little ergonomic check. If you put your hands up like this and you're like, whoa, I can feel that already without pulling the finger, then that tells you need to do this more, for sure. Wrist health is our life. Our hands are our life, for sure. Not just as a hairstylist, but at home. I mean, nobody can live without their hands. So go ahead and give me a little spin on your wrists, and then do the same thing, fingers pointed down, and pull each finger back. Oh, I'm glad you're loving it, right? It is good. It is good. This is also a little, like, keep the energy up for you guys' work. You know, energy doesn't have to be jumping, shouting, but it is standing up and getting involved in what we're doing here with this. Feels good, right? Oh, yeah, Lisa, I like that. Get into that. Cool. All right, you guys can go ahead and have a seat. So give me a show of hands if you guys are here today and you've left family or a list of things to do at home to be here to further your education. Let me see them high. Who's there? All right, show of hands if you guys want tools that you can put in the chair tomorrow immediately today. Okay, I like that. Every hand, that's good. My name's Alicia Allison. I'm from Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I'm a stylist just like you guys behind the chair. Tonight I'm going to fly home, I'm going to go to sleep, and I'll get up and I'll style in the salon tomorrow as well. I became an educator with Redken 5 years ago, but my biggest drive for becoming an educator was I was in an industry that I loved, but I wanted to be able to be a part of something that furthered that industry. I wanted stylists to be able to know they don't have to live paycheck to paycheck, to be able to know that there's tools and solutions and techniques and a why. That's why I'm with Redken. I can always get a why behind the brand. And today I want to make sure that you guys keep me accountable for that. When we're going through and discussing our techniques, I'm always going to give you the why and the science, not just the Alicia opinion on that. Does that sound good? Great. When we go through today too, I'm going to have you guys be really involved, okay? Something that I'm going to put right in your pocket before you guys leave today is solutions for clients through product, through technique, and problem solvers. Because that's really what we are, solutions behind the chair. So if you guys can do me a favor, take your left hand, put it up in front of you. Okay, so you gotta imagine with me here. In your left hand, you have all your rockstar tools you already possess behind the chair. You have all your talents, you have all your certifications, you have the reasons why a client comes to you, specifically you as a stylist. Grab that for me, put that in your pocket. Okay, hand out again. Hand's empty now. So we're starting the class with an empty hand, open mind. I want you guys to realize that I want this filled out today. For sure, I want you guys to have tools, solution, and all your commitments in there. So just close your eyes for me. Okay, with that hand open, just take the next 20 seconds and make a commitment to yourself for what you're gonna have go on today in class. You guys all have your commitments? Okay, this hand and our minds are going to stay open today because we're going to fill that back up. We've got what we already own, and we're going to get some new stuff today. Does that sound good? Give me a woo. That sounds good. There you go. So if you guys, as the adult learner, about every 20 seconds of a minute, you check out. Something goes on. We are fortunate to run our own life, but we are running a life. Can I steal this for you? So that's why you guys have this little poster right here. Okay? Because I'm with you guys until 2 o'clock today. We're going to go through and do lunch, 11:30, Brian? Okay, do lunch at 11:30. If you guys, I totally respect that you guys have lives here, and I thank you for being here. If you guys have to take a call or something, I just ask the phones, quiet or on silent, but just step out, take it, do what you need to do. It is Monday. Things come in with family. So I just want you guys to know that having this posted here, this is a reminder, this bright poster, how much I appreciate thank you guys being here. If you check out for that little bit of time, just bring yourself back. Write it down here, get it out of your head, and get back into class. Does that make sense? Because all of a sudden sometimes we go, oh, I forgot that. Okay, write it down and get back here. Okay? If this are also or if let's say I'm talking about a technique called Midnight Edge, which you were like, what did she say about balayage earlier? Write it down, stay on the Midnight Edge technique, and then I want you to throw it up on the parking lot, or when there's, a break and you're like, hey, she kind of finished that segment, ask that question. So these are for questions that are a little bit off topic. I'm gonna ask you guys to hold them here, throw them up on the parking lot right behind Rosa. Okay. So you can throw them up there. I'll make sure that in the morning I grab them all off during lunch. We'll discuss. I'll make sure that you guys have all your answers there. And we'll make sure that at the end of the day that parking lot's clear of questions and that you guys are clear of all your questions ready for Tuesday. Does that make sense? Okay, great. One thing too that I want to make sure that you guys understand is that I respect the style that you guys have. You have clients that come to you because of your style. They come to Rosa specifically over coming to Alicia because she has a certain style and a certain way about her. So I want you guys to keep your personal style. Sometimes when you come to a class, you're thinking, okay, well, what are we going to change? What are we going to do? Personal style, we're not going to change. We're going to change the methods in which we do things to get a different outcome. Does that make sense? It's not you that we're changing, it's just technique and method. So are you guys open to learning some new things and being open to change? Yeah. Great, thank you. One thing too that I want you guys to also remember is that you do come with certain beliefs and habits. Beliefs are strong. I mean, people go to war over belief. And I want you guys to know that those are respected too in here. But what we're going to do is encourage change of current habits. And it doesn't mean that we're changing something because it's wrong or bad. I mean, it just means that we want to add more tools to the toolbox, okay? And be open in that process. Everybody committed to being open today? I'm going to do techniques on a mannequin head. Are you guys? And if I have you guys come up and do a little hands-on as well, does everybody just show of hands? Are you up for coaching? Is that good? Okay, great. Coaching is a good thing for your peers too, because it teaches them even when they're not the one that are hands-on up there. Like, the biggest thing I want you guys to remember is that you prove yourself every day behind the chair, and here you don't have to do that. Mistakes cannot matter. And in fact, the only mistake in here would be to not share something, because if you're confused about something, or if you didn't get what I said, it's not you, it's probably something I did, and I'd like to repeat it, and I guarantee there's someone else in the room that needs that. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. A lot of things that go on in the salon too, behind the chair, have to deal with our product. Sometimes when we don't have a technique that comes out the way we want it to, we're laying blame, justifying the product. Does that make sense? The only thing that we can control in this room right now is yourself. It's a powerful thing. That's a cool thing. If you can all of a sudden in this class today say, as you're sitting there going, I know why that color didn't work now because it's something Alicia said, and bring that out in yourself to say, hey, that was actually something I did. It wasn't the product, it wasn't the client, it was me, it was how I mixed, I didn't follow this or that. That's great. There's no mistakes in here. That's you learning and saying, now I'm safeguarded, I'll fix that. Does that make sense? So something that, in your being open is just all that blame, justifying, denying, not taking personal responsibility, put that aside. And as far as today too, something that you guys, I'll ask of you, your education is your responsibility. So if I'm up there demoing a technique and you can't see it, this is your invitation now to get up and come near me. We're tight, it's a smaller crew, don't feel like you have to just stay in your chair, okay? Biggest thing about staying in your chair too is it lacks energy. I need you guys to have a ton of energy today, whether that's me telling you high five your partner, or tune into your partner and let's discuss that technique, or stand up and let me actually have you practice that technique. Those are all things that I do because it actually grounds the knowledge in your head. Does that make sense? Okay, we all in for a good day? Okay, so what I'm going to go through is set you guys up for what we're going to do, but I also want to go in and get your goals for the day. So that you guys really, I have a plan, I have an idea of what I want to do for class, but I'm going to finalize it with what you guys have up your goals.